What is everybody? We are back with building the 3D portfolio. It just lagged, so we had to restart this specific YouTube live, but it is okay. Something happened on the Wi-Fi, so that's why we're here. Anyways, we're building a 3D portfolio with with NextJS, TypeScript, with TailwindCSS, and with React 3 Fiber. And if you want to look at how this actually looks like, it looks pretty cool. So here we have it right here. Here's the design that we are building here. Of course, as always, I'm here with Daniel, and this is the design that we are currently working on right now. And if you want to work with us, you want to code with us, you're welcome to do that down below in the description. There's a link for you to the code sandbox you can use to actually code on here. Let me see. Hopefully we're live. Yeah, it looks like we're good and live. Awesome. Thank God. Thank God. It just sucks that, that a lot of people, you know, whatever. Anyways, so here we are at, and one thing that I want to talk about is one thing we changed before was we changed the header CTA. We took that into the header CTA component from the last time. And if you want to watch the last video we did where we were coding part 2, I believe, you can click somewhere up there, I think. Okay. Yes. Hi, everybody. We are back.
Yes. Let's go. Okay.
Sorry. Stream cut out. Wi-Fi issue. Yeah, Wi-Fi issue. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. And now what we are working... Yeah, I know. That's part of life, though. And now what we are working on is we're creating this specific section right here, because it's... I mean, you'll notice here, it's not simple to create. You'll notice here. There's a lot of parts that go into this, honestly, to make it happen. And so to make this background section happen, we need to use something called clip paths, which is part of CSS, basically. Yeah. And so what we just did is, I took this and I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to export this. And again, you can get this Figma inside description down below. Just get this Figma so you can use it. And you can click below, and then you can just simply export that to SVG. When I export the SVG, right, this one right here, you should see it like this. You should see it like right here, basically. Okay?
Yeah.
So there it is. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to create another div that's going to be like a position absolute div that's going to have this background. Daniel, no? Correct? Yes?
Yep, exactly. So how it's going to work is we're just going to create a regular div that's going to basically be behind everything.
Yes.
And then once we get it behind everything, we get it positioned and sized correctly, we can actually work on masking that SVG to that div to create that cool shape.
Exactly. So I'm going to call this a background just for the sake of it. It's going to be the background class name. How does that, or the header background. Does that sound good?
Yeah, header background I think is good, yeah.
Header dash background. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, there we go. Yep. Perfect.
Oh, it's
it's a forward slash.
Yeah, forward slash. So this is going to be the header background. And so now walk me through. So what do we got to do now here, Daniel?
Okay, so first things first is we got to make sure this thing's positioned to absolute, because it's going to be, I guess what you say, part of the flow, and we don't want it to be a part of the flow. We want it to be on its own and behind everything. Yeah. So we need to set it absolute position, which is very simple in TailwindCSS.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah. So all you got to do,
Yeah, I'm going to show the case to everybody to TailwindCSS right there. Of course, as always, I'm going to do a quick search here, and then absolute position right there.
There you go.
So there we go. We just say absolute. That's
absolute.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
absolute.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do this in that case.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
There we go. Sound good? Yeah.
So of course, yep, that's perfect. So we're not. Of course, we don't see anything yet, which is correct because there's no background color set. And then of course, I don't think it has sizing on it yet, so we can come back to that shortly. So the next thing we are going to do is
we can do top 0. We can actually give it a background. So let's just give it this. Let's do this. I have an idea. Let's give it a background color just so we can show exactly what's going on there. So we say background. Let's just say BG color.
There we go. You specify BG dash the color.
So you do like BG red.
Yeah, so you can do BG dash red, and then we have to specify the opacity.
So go ahead.
I believe it's opacity or just the strength of the color, but we'll do 500.
500. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
500.
Which
so
is
save that.
that's like about a regular red. So of course we still see anything because we haven't specified a width and height.
Yeah, again. So and then we just set this to top 0, so we need to set this like the full width of the parent div.
Yes, so it'd be left 0, right 0, and yeah, left 0, right 0, which is gonna make it span.
Let's see. So we have top. How do we set the top 0 here? It'll do top.
Yeah, so it's gonna be top dash 0.
Ah, look.
Right there. There you go.
So it's just very simple. It's top dash 0, left dash 0, right dash 0, and then bottom dash 0 dash 0. There we go. Sound good? Now, it still does not work. You can see right there, right? It doesn't really do anything, Daniel.
No, actually, go open the main site and refresh. It should save for you. There you go.
Oh, shit. Let's go. This is the whole app.
You see, it was just slow because I was like, wait, that should definitely be working.
So, of course, now it's still a bit too big because we don't need that. So, I think the header, let me go and look at the actual header here. So if we inspect them on this, the header is only this big. So we only want to take up the header size. And in order to do that, we have to think about this. Whenever you have a position absolute, it's absolute to what? It's absolute to whatever's relative. So you have to set a relative position, which in this case is the header.
Yes.
So we say here for the header one, we say class name is equal to relative. Right there. Ooh.
Nice.
It says chat with Boxy here.
Boxy. We don't need to chat with you right now.
There
we go. Hey, that looks good. That looks good.
See, just so refresh. Now, there we go. Now the header is the one that's actually the background, correct? And that's exactly what we're looking for.
Next step is to make sure all the content is on top of it. And that's where Z index is going to come in.
Yes. So we want to put Z index on what, Daniel?
We could test it out. We could add Z index to the div we're just creating, and we make it a Z index of -1, so it has a Z index lower than everything on here.
Yeah.
Or we could add a Z index that's bigger than, I think, like 1 on all the main pieces, so it's above. So there's a couple ways of approaching it, but
I think let's just approach it with a Z index of -1 because I
that's what I was thinking. So you see right here. Oh, there you go. So you do a negative dash in front of the Z, and then
there we go. So negative dash Z is a -10 like this.
We could do 10, or we can specify custom values, which I could show you how you could do a custom value, like of 1, if you don't do 10.
Okay, let's just do 10. Negative Z, -10.
Yeah. Let me see if this works.
Oh,
there we go.
It did work. Beautiful. That's exactly what I'm looking for here, bro. Amazing.
Perfect. So this is a huge first step. Now that we got the div that's going to be shaped into the SVG path, we got to position and size properly so that this SVG will look good once we apply it.
Yeah, exactly. So now you can take over because I know you are the one who worked on this SVG path stuff. So how about you walk us through it?
Yes. And I'm going to show you, I'm actually going to show you guys like the process of like what you got to do to convert the SVG you got from Figma into the clip path that you need, because it's not going to automatically come as a clip path. There's a little bit of work that it takes to get this SVG set up properly, but it's actually a lot more straightforward than it seems. But it just hasn't been, I feel like, taught enough.
So we got this SVG. So walk us through what's next.
Okay, so we're gonna actually take that SVG. I'm gonna upload it to the Code Sandbox.
Let me do this right now so I can show it to everybody. So I'm gonna upload this to the public folder. Okay. I'm gonna take
Yes,
this SVG
do that, please.
right there, upload to the public folder, and then I'm gonna rename this SVG to be banner-bg. Does that sound good?
Yep, that sounds great. Okay.
Nice. There we go. So we got that. You
Sweet.
see it on your end?
Yeah, looks good. I can see it.
Nice.
Okay, so first thing we're gonna do to get this thing started is, oh no, I don't need you right now, Boxy. Sorry, but first thing we're gonna do is at the very top we're gonna actually go back to the SVG because I know you're sharing the screen.
Yeah.
Is we're gonna set the width and height to 0, which it'll make more sense once we actually get it built out.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, we want to set the width and height to 0. Okay, let me get rid of that one. That's gonna be the first step.
Okay,
and
so
then
we
the
got
next
that
step,
width and height to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And then I'm gonna show you a cool SVG property right now, which will make a lot more sense once we get to it. Okay. Frame. Okay, here we go.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
So what are you doing now, Daniel?
I was just checking something. But what we're gonna do now is, if I'm not mistaken, so the path is the main piece. So, because I know this SVG might be different, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap. I'm gonna show you some code I'm gonna write right here. In this. So I added a piece of code to the SVG. It's on line 3. It's called clip path. What this is saying is we're gonna use this SVG to shape a container like a div.
Where are you working with? Where in the header.tsx or where?
No, I'm still in the SVG.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you say so? There it is. So what did you do? So you
Like
got
right
the width
there.
and height 0, and then what'd you do?
So you just skipped it. So on line 3, I specified a special SVG element called clip path, and what this allows us to do is allows us to specify the SVG, the parts of the SVG that will be used to clip something. So like,
I see.
So we get even more specific. So if we don't do just very basic polygon stuff, we could do even more specific, more detailed clip paths in this format as well. So that's the first big step.
Gotcha. Okay. Those of you who want to check out, by the way, while Daniel's typing, well, those who want to check out like clip paths, for example, like it's so useful. I think I explained it before. Like one of our websites that we built at our company here, we built this perspective website, for example. It's one of the MT projects we are working on right now with a company, and you notice here these corners, right? You notice like these crazy corners, right? These are all clip paths, and it's actually mobile friendly too. That's the crazy part that like I still don't understand how is that even possible, but it is.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's because I think we use like percentage-based values, so it adjusts.
That's exactly it. Yeah, but like if there's a clip path maker, oh there it is right here. So you can actually create a clip path. You can add as many points as you want actually. So I can do like a custom here. Let me see. I can do a custom clip path, custom polygon. You only see boom, 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 boom. So you can add these points that you can actually drag around, boom, to create a clip path. And then the clip path property is actually here. There's your clip path property. And then it's basically imagine a div, but you can actually structure the div to look like whatever you want. That's the crazy part.
Yes. Yeah.
It's insane.
That's what I love about it. Because you don't have to use fixed size images or anything to do it. You could literally shape your own like containers or however you want them to be.
Yeah.
So it doesn't be just containers.
Yeah, let's work on this. This is a little bit different, of course. So we create this clip path.
Yes.
I want to do some more research on that because I'm really confused as
of course.
to how to do this. But so after you create this clip path right here, you're saying, and then you create this clip path right here. Okay, so this kind of makes sense to me a little bit. After that, what do we do?
So the next thing is we gotta do just a little bit of work. I'm gonna actually share a link with you so you can show people what this looks like. So I'm gonna share it with you. I'll explain it right now. So I'll share it with you in our Slack, and then there you go. But this is a very special tool. And there's a good reason for it. So if we go back to the SVG, just so I could explain before we get into that side.
Okay, there it is.
On lines 5 and 6, right? So these paths, these are what define the shape of the SVG. Everything else just gives it like our special effects, like the filter, like the blur stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. That just gives it a nice look. The path is what actually creates the shape. And with Figma, when you export SVGs, the paths are usually a fixed size. So if you want it to be responsive, it actually won't, because these paths are fixed to a certain width from how we exported them.
Interesting.
And they won't be responsive. Like small icons and stuff you get from like Figma, you won't see that because they're super small, so you won't experience that responsive size issue. But with this being like one of the main pieces of the container that's taking up the full width, you want it to be responsive. So there's that special tool I shared with you, which will actually keep the path shape, but it will do some special math to make them responsive. It's crazy. I'm still trying to make sense with it, but I know it works. So like SVGs are it's just crazy the amount of stuff you can do with these things, because it's a whole other world of its own for what you can apply with these things.
That's crazy. So so what do we gotta do basically?
So if we go
path?
If you go back to the SVG again, you'll see I don't know if you see my highlight, but okay, so there's a little attribute called D which defines the path, right? So it says D equals.
Yep.
Yeah. And we're gonna copy the whole thing. So copy the whole thing.
Copy just the first one, right? Because there's two paths.
Exactly.
We're gonna convert. By the way, why are there two paths? Is that because one of them is the border, the other one is just a normal background?
But I believe so, because there's one, because the top one has like a stroke opacity of like a different like color. So if you see,
it says opacity of 0.4, and then this one has like a different. Interesting.
Yeah, it is different.
Same as let's just take the top one. That's okay. We'll take the top one here, and let's go ahead and paste it in here, right?
Oh, the top one. You can do it on the top one.
So I'm gonna do it on the top one.
Yeah, and then it's gonna output. It's gonna make them into responsive values.
Interesting.
But it'll retain the path shape.
Oh, there it is. And this is how it looks like. Oh shit, that's cool.
So, and it gives you a preview of what it looks like, which is absolutely sick.
So that's what it means by relative. So look.
Go. You know what could actually be really sick for us to do? You see SVG plus HTML?
Yeah.
That's the code we would use. We could literally use that code.
Just do that exactly.
Yeah, you can literally copy that and just use that.
Where are they getting, by the way, this? It's called myClipPath.
See, they're using the clip path property. You have to make sure you specify an ID. So if you go back to the top of that, of where the clip path, you see that ID?
Right there. Yeah, right
there.
Look
at the CSS at the very top right here, where they specify clip path.
Yeah.
So instead of like polygon, you specify a URL and you specify the ID of.
So that's the ID of the clip path right there. Clip path.
Exactly.
Right there. Yeah, some of the cool.
That's exactly how you do it.
Link. Yeah, I can share the link with you guys here.
Yeah. So this.
So what we do is we need to take this SVG pretty much, right? Copy this SVG, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't really even need the image actually in that case.
Honestly, the reason why we needed it was just so we could have easier access to the SVG information that we had right here.
Bro, you don't want to get an idea. What if we just like take this whole thing, bro? What if we just like and say like, fuck this?
That's sick.
You know what I mean? Like just take this whole thing and just like use this one. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
Right. So let's go
what
ahead.
You'll actually.
Yeah, go ahead. You talk. Go ahead.
No, okay. So what I was saying is we would actually put that SVG and we'd actually paste it inside of the header because we need to make sure it's actually defined there. Because you can see like in the SVG plus HTML, he actually has an SVG right there with the div that uses that clip path.
Yeah. So, but what we can do though, is we can actually by importing this SVG, we can import this, right? And then see it says .clipped. So here's how I see it. This is a div, right? He's gonna import this. So what we are going to do is inside our, where's our header? Header. Yeah. We are going to import that. So let's go ahead and import the SVG, which, right? Let's import that SVG, correct?
Yeah, go ahead, import it. I wonder if import works the same way.
Do you think so?
As just, we could try it out.
Let me see. So let's just say BG, for example, from, it should work the same way. But I think it's like dot. So
it's public. Yeah, public, because you have to go out of 2 parent folders to get to the same level. Yeah, you're right. And it should autocomplete for you on your screen. Letting you know like where you're at.
Public, then banner dash BG, right?
BG. .svg if you want to specify the file extension. I don't know if it matters if you specify the file extension, but
no, I think it does. I think it does actually. And then what you want to do is you can actually specify this BG by being like, by literally just doing this, I believe. BG.
Oh yeah. True. Okay.
No. Oh no.
Okay, let's see.
It's not a valid image file. Oh shit.
Okay, let's see.
Import BG from. It's I know it's because
no, the path is correct.
Are you sure?
Here, what I could do on my side just to validate, because I know mine auto completes whenever I specify a path. So what I'm doing, I'll just that. I just removed it really quickly. That's just my bad.
Okay. Oh, I think because when you import SVGs, you have to import them as components, Daniel. You hear me?
Yes. Actually, how I did it is you'd use the, if you want to do it with Next.js, you just pass it into the image component that Next.js provides.
Ah, okay. So let's just go ahead. Yeah, you're right. So I guess I'm just trying to follow whatever these guys are doing, pretty much, you know?
Yeah, because I know Next.js handles SVGs differently. So like, what we can do is we can test out
import SVG into Next.js.
Read the log rocket. You'll see they come up with different solutions, but they say the easiest and simple one is so yes, you can convert it into a React component, or you can use next/image.
So yes.
But
so it says import SVG as a component, and then U1 says import SVG as a component and then export it. Yeah, so we are gonna import SVG as a component right there, right? So he's doing the same thing.
And you're doing it right.
And then he's just simply using an image icon thingy.
Yeah. So you imported the icon right. It's just we needed to specify import the image as well.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do that then. So we need to import the image here.
Here, I'll remove it. You can just type it in.
Boom! Right there. Okay. And now inside here, I'm gonna say here image. Yes.
Yes.
Boom. And then image accepts a few different things, including source, the alt, and then, but we don't have priority anymore inside Next.js13 actually.
Yeah, it's different, yeah, because of the updates to the image. So but source is the same, of course. That's all you need to specify that, yeah, as BG, yeah, that's all you got to do.
Alt is always as well.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
There we go. Still says not a valid image file. Banner dash BG.
Is it because?
I have a feeling that it has something to do with like, no, it has nothing to do with that because we're importing as well inside a different file here. So components, we have our header banner. You see? No, not here. Right there. You see?
Just look up this other. Yeah. I see exactly what you're saying, which it's fine because that's how, yeah, of course I import the icon there.
Oh, let's see. Why is it? Oh, that's weird. Dot slash public dot svg.
That's something.
It's not a valid image.
Yeah,
The
I don't
image
know.
might be corrupted. It says the image may be corrupted. Maybe it's because the fact that the image is just not the way it's not formatted correctly. That could be an issue here.
Oh,
You're
I think
just gonna do it like this.
Or let me see if it gives an error still. Okay, so that looks fine. But let me take this and then we could try with the image again. I don't know if it was because it said class equals SVG, but I don't know if it's because we were supposed to use class name. I don't know if that's what's making the image invalid, but I'll just
No, it still says
way.
look.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, did you remove banner? No, did you remove? No, it should not be removed. Yeah, this is
no,
SVG right
it was already there. I just had adjusted it really quick, but nothing I did changed it.
So this, I mean, it looks good to me.
Me too.
My version.
So I don't know if it's because of clip app. Let me see how might go. But,
what if we did? What if we simply just took this banner BGSVG and simply just took it and then copied it directly?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Too.
Huh?
Yeah. That's how, like when I was playing around with it, that's how I did it. Was I just pasted it in directly? So you could put it like you could honestly put it anywhere. It doesn't really matter where you put it.
Yeah, because it's hidden by default, pretty much, right?
It's hidden, and then as long as we can access its ID, then it's fine. So that's good. Let's just remove this import because it's causing some issues.
So we took that SVG. We're gonna remove that BG import, right?
Yeah.
Server is down. Let's go.
Yeah, my code's definitely behind.
What does it say? Expected a what?
It's because. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, refreshed your page. That's why, because it's because of code spaces.
Look at that. Look at
Holy
that.
shit! What happened there, bro?
Okay. I don't know, but I know this was header.
Oh my goodness! The whole thing is just gone.
What was it?
Nah, you have to return. Yeah.
Header.
Okay. Equals. I think maybe next time we should switch away from code spaces. What do you think?
Me too. I'm not really having a big fan of this right now. It's been causing a lot of issues.
Yeah, just so many issues.
Oh my god. Yeah.
This happens when you code. I think this happens mainly when you like code, like this. Yeah. Well, there you go. Is that clean now?
Yeah, I think it. Okay, give it a second. It's being really bad right now. What?
Let's try.
Hey, there we go.
It throws up. Yes. Thank God.
Okay. I know. Oh my god.
But I mean, it works though. We got the SVG though in. That's good. So we got the SVG in.
That's perfect. So that's exactly what we want. And now we're gonna go to globals.css because we gotta create the class in order to.
So we got a globals, which is right there. Take that. Okay. And then inside there. So let's go ahead. You type because I think whenever we type, it just
at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. I mean, it hasn't been the worst. It's cool they provided it, but I feel like it's just it's rough sometimes. So header BG, and then we're gonna add in the clip path. Okay.
So the clip path is pretty much what this is right there.
Yeah, exactly. So did we specify?
Yeah.
One thing I just need to make sure. Okay, yeah, we do have an ID, which is my clip path.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna specify the clip path. Clip path dash path property. Instead of using polygon, we're going to use URL because we're going to apply a more specific clip path to it.
We're specifying the URL, specifying the clip path ID. And of course, this is coming directly from the ID of here, by the way.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
This is a good song, sorry. But one thing we do need to specify here is the class name for the background is actually called header background, bro. It's header background.
Oh, you're gonna use that? Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. So let's go back to global to CSS. Yep, there we go.
There you go.
Awesome. Nice. So save that.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Look. It created it.
Did it do it?
So it looks weird. Yeah?
Oh my goodness! Holy shit! Wait, let me refresh this thing. Damn, I mean, it looks weird.
Yeah, it looks a little weird. One thing, because I know this header section is going to take a lot more of the height of the screen, so you could change that so it looks a little cleaner.
Yeah. So let's do this.
When you scale it,
let's go ahead and give it that. I think there's a few ways to do this, of course, to make it work a little bit like. Yeah. Is it responsive?
Yes, change it. Watch. You'll see it adjust to the size of the screen.
Oh, let's go, you guys. Damn, look at that. It is fairly responsive. I would say it's fairly responsive.
I think once we touch it up, it's gonna be great, but it makes it so clean because it's so much less work you have to do to manipulate the image, the clip path. That's just, it saves us work. Yeah, and it looks cool, but yeah.
It does look cool. It does look cool. I think we just need to modify, because look at my screen. Do you see my screen? You see how it looks on my screen?
Oh, mine looks the same way. Mine looks the same way, but
yeah.
It's just adjustments. We need to adjust the spacing of the header and stuff just so that it clears the
How about we add that
background
though? Let's add that background though, Daniel.
Yeah, of course. So what does it look like if we remove the BG color we added? Because I feel like the BG color is what's making it.
Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go back to the header here. Let's remove the BG red. Don't need that at all.
See, because it should. Okay, yeah. So we don't see anything, of course, which is okay. Because all it's doing for us is it's applying that shape. So in reality, if we use the original SVG that we had initially had and had like all that blur crap in it, like all the special effects, it wouldn't have applied those effects because it's only applying the path, not the effects.
Yeah.
So we gotta create those effects ourselves, but we can easily do that.
So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we need to create those background effects, correct?
Yes, and first things first. Let me see.
Because I believe all we gotta do is just. Actually, I don't know necessarily.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So to create the background color first, before you see like how there's like green and purple like fades in the background.
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Yeah, those we'll get into those in a little bit, but first I want to set up the base background color, which is gonna be the special gray. And I'll show you guys. I just gotta grab it real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. So we're gonna go to Tailwind config.
I'm just curious, how the hell does this? So I believe, I mean, this feels to me like
it's gonna make sense.
Okay, all right, I'll just follow along with you.
It's gonna make sense, like the like how those things in the background add like the fade color and things like that. We'll get into that. Like it looks crazy, but it's actually pretty cool what you do. But first we're gonna go to Tailwind config because we're gonna add in the background color, which is gonna be a custom special gray color.
Yeah, right there, Tailwind config.
Yep. So
where are you adding it? Where are you adding this?
So it's actually gonna be under the colors property as well. So the colors property.
So go ahead and add that in.
We're gonna do it here.
Banner color.
I just called it banner color.
Okay.
And then what we'll do now is we'll go back to the header where we define it, and then we'll specify the BG color, which is gonna be, of course, in header. So if we go to right here, I'm gonna add BG. So right there. BG dash banner color because it'll already like append it automatically as a class. Then we save, and it should apply that gray.
Yeah, so
it's hard to see, but it's there.
It's hard to see, yeah, but it's there. Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's there. Yeah, yeah. I think maybe it's more visual like here, but it's very light. Yeah.
What's okay? So I know the entire background for the entire website is black. Is that what the color is in Figma? I think it's like it's a bit of a like lighter color.
Let me double check here.
Like the
it's
entire
more like
Figma
a
or
bluish. Feels like to me more
yeah.
like bluish. No.
Yeah, it's kind of a bluish, which might make it a little bit harder to see the banner background.
It's okay. We can just do with this one and see kind of how that one works out. Yeah, it's okay.
And you know what? Actually, I think they are using black, but yeah, I think it's good. Yeah.
I think
once we add the special effects, yeah. So we're good. Okay. Okay. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna apply a blur to this container to give it that blur effect that you see.
Okay. So
see that blur?
Yeah. Yeah. So
we're gonna actually do that. We're gonna do that in the header background class actually, where we apply the clip path, because Tailwind doesn't provide blur stuff, blur classes. So we're gonna have to do that.
Inside here, pretty much right here.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do that.
And we're gonna apply here, and then it's gonna be, if I'm not mistaken, okay, it's gonna be filter blur. So it's a class called filter. So we're gonna be basically applying like those special effects that were already applied in the SVG, but through CSS. So it's gonna be filter. We're gonna use a blur function, and we're gonna make it the blur. I forget what the pixel value is. It's like how it determines how blurry it is. But yeah, we're gonna do it that way.
So there's a blur.
It should
I mean, it's hard to see the blur because of course there's nothing blurring. There's nothing in the background to blur.
Oh right, yeah. No, you're right. But yeah, it's a little bit harder to see. But
yeah, it's hard to see because there's nothing in the background to blur.
And now we're gonna add in like you see those like shaded colors of green and like purple. Yeah. Those are actually just regular shapes. So like say in the Figma, say you hide the main SVG we see in front of us. So I think you're already highlighting the rectangle. If you hover over it on the left sidebar, you can see a little eye icon. You see the eye icon at the very right?
Yeah.
Click on that. Oh, it's not that one. Okay.
So there is a separate thing.
Yeah. It's the rectangle under it. You see? Those are just shapes.
What the hell? Bro, that's just mind blown. Oh my goodness.
So
that's mind blown.
So we're just gonna create those shapes and just apply them behind it.
So just for everybody watching here. So what happens here? So this is a blur.
Yep.
So this in itself is wow. Okay, so hold on. So this is So this is a blur, as you can see, that's applied on top right there. Yeah. This one, I'm guessing that's the color. This is like a gradient color. This one also has a blur. I think this one is. I believe it's maybe. This is the stroke. Oh no, bro, look. This is a stroke.
What's up?
You see here? That's the stroke.
Yeah. Yeah, the gray outline? The gray little outline?
Yeah. So this one that's on top. If I remove this, you see?
Yeah.
See? That's just the gray thing. This is the stroke. And then if I remove that, then
we could specify a stroke in the CSS. There we go.
Exactly. And then these things are the ones that are actually creating those backgrounds.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I figured it out. Was I just hid everything in Figma because I knew it's kind of like it's like one in one. Because that blur is what makes those. They're just divs that have like really crazy border radius, and when you hide them behind the blur, actually you would put the element inside the div with the blur.
You would put it behind the blur. Yes, you put it behind the blur. So what you want to do? I've done this before actually. No, what do you mean no? Yeah.
Actually, okay, so because if you put an element inside the div that uses the blur, it'll automatically apply the blur to the element. If you get what I'm saying, because that blur it blurs over everything in that div.
Okay, so let's apply this. Okay, so let's just try it in that case. So we need to go to the header, right?
Yeah, go to header and then go to right there under the SVG. See if you apply something, like add some text or.
So let's go and do this. If I go ahead,
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's go ahead and do div.
Create a simple box just to see it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and create a box. BG. What's the color of this one?
It's green or the bottom one. It's a green. Okay, so you could either add that to Tailwind config or you could just do a quick custom pass in.
Yeah, so we do what? BG dash with square brackets, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Make sure to put the hashtag in front of the color and then boom, you're good.
And then let's go and do width. What's the width of this one?
Let's see. 621 pixels.
That's a lot. Let's go ahead.
We could do a different value because it's not to scale. So.
And it's I believe the width would be here like 200 pixels. We could
do like 200 to 300. I think 2 to 3.
Is that how I do? Is this how you do it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're doing it right. And then you do the same thing but with height. So make sure you change the. Yeah, perfect. Sorry. Oh no, you're good. You're good. And then we don't have to specify a custom rounded because it's like just insane how big it is. Or actually, no, we wouldn't, because I think it uses a full rounded. It's really long, so it doesn't become a full circle. But
okay.
See, look. See, it already applies a blur.
It is. You're right. We need to specify where to do it now. So it's gonna be position.
You can give it a position absolute. Exactly. Yeah. But first we make the. Or actually, no, we wouldn't because it's already the container is absolute already.
We already got the container. We're fine. So we're gonna do. So it's gonna be like top. It's not gonna be top 0. I believe it's gonna be like top 20 pixels or something.
You can do like top 20% even if you can do percentage just to make it easier. And then it's gonna be definitely right 0. I think right 0 because that's the very end.
Top.
Oh, it looks so much better with those effects. So.
Yeah, dude, it's so crazy. Top 4 or 5, I believe. Let's see. Let's try this. Top 5, T5. Like this. And then right 0. Let's see now. Is it there?
Let me see.
I don't think the positioning is right on this one.
Yeah. Okay. We need to specify that it's absolute. We didn't specify anything yet.
You're right. Sorry. Yeah. So let's do this. Okay. Let's do this in here. I'm gonna say here.
Oh, go ahead. It's in the div at the top of the header. You see that one? That one, yeah. And then
there it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Damn, this is crazy, man. So we say here.
I know.
Position,
absolute, yeah. Boom, baby. There we go. Look at that.
So it's still here though, I believe. It's like.
Is it?
Yeah. No. Oh no, actually no. Oh, actually, it's so hard to see. Oh no, it's right here.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't see it. I saw it.
It's just hard to see, man. I think the blur is insane. I think we need to decrease that blur. Or
we gotta decrease the blur. I'd say decrease the size. Yeah. I think the height's like insane. I think the width was actually not too bad. I think the height was just pretty large. I'd say give it like a width of about 100, 150. And then give it a height of about like 50, 60, like where it's at. I think it's pretty good. Just because I feel like the blur is kind of hidden now. Oh. I see. You see, like, when you hover over the div, do you see where it's positioned on the screen?
Yeah, but it's also positioned because you need to set this one to be positioned relative. But this is position relative. So it should be relative to this, right? No, you're right. It is relative to that.
Is it relative to the header?
Yeah. It is. So I just need to do
Yeah.
bigger top. So I need to do top. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, my bad. Not this one. Right here.
So we'd have to do, yeah, we'd have to increase the top to be a little bit of a larger value.
40
so.
pixels.
There you go, it's closer. I'd say maybe 10 more, maybe 50. So it's in view. It's definitely on the div now.
Now let's do right of.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, there it
So
is.
it's there.
There it is.
There you go. You can see more of it now.
Can you see more of it now?
Yeah, slightly.
But it's like I don't see the blurring of it. That's the problem.
Let's test something out. I'm gonna add the absolute class to the div in the
Do that
in the
right now.
cloud sandbox.
Then change the width to be like 100 by 100.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll do 100 by 100. There you go. Looks like you already did that. Okay, cool.
So it does. It's kind of. Oh, it's gone now. Wait, or is it there?
Yeah, I'll inspect. Okay, let's inspect header relative. There we go.
I don't think it's there. I think it's because the fact that it's absolute. That's why. Like remove position of absolute, and you'll see the difference. No?
Maybe we don't need absolute. I feel like we could just use relative.
No, hold on. Dude, where did it go? I don't know where it went. Oh my goodness. This is so crazy. This is what you guys see behind the scenes of building any project, by the way, guys.
Yeah, where did it go? Okay, so
I'll tell you where it went. It's there. Oh, I have to. Let's refresh this. Hold on.
Maybe you could flex it. The reason why I did absolute, because I know they're kind of more randomly positioned, and it's easy to kind of get them to those edges. But
so there it is, right there.
Yeah, I see it in the exact same spot too.
And but you see, it's not.
It's there. It's there. I feel like.
But it's not blurring anymore. Why?
Yeah. How? Let me test something. I want to increase the height again. 3 and 3, just to see if we get something. There you go. So it's definitely there.
Oh my goodness, this is huge, bro.
Yeah, I was just testing it out because I feel like the values are lower down. Okay, I lowered it down to about 200 by 200, and it's a little bit more faint.
Dude, this background is crazy difficult to create.
Oh yeah, it's just part of it.
And it's hard to see it, so it's like so hard to see it too. Like
we just can't get it positioned.
I can hear it. I can see it. It's like right there. I can see the green. That is true.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Because the actual design here, so we got blurred. So you see here, so we have a blue right there.
Yep.
So we have blue one right there, green one right there, and then the purple one right there. So, I mean, the goal is to just try to position them as much as best as we can. By the way, for the actual blur, I think the blur is a bit too big, bro. Maybe.
Potentially, no? Yeah, because I'm going out the blur from Figma.
Yeah, try to do like 100 pixels. Let's see.
Let's see, yeah, for sure. Okay, I'll change that in globals right now.
So there's that blur. It's a little bit different now. You can see that right there, right?
Yeah. You could tell it's a little bit more brighter.
Ooh, difficult.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Okay. One thing I'm gonna do really quickly is I found the background color used for the entire portfolio, and it makes it just a little bit less dark. So I'll
Okay.
add that in real quick.
Where are you adding that?
Which I'm
Let me
gonna.
see.
Okay, so if we go to the global CSS,
Yeah.
so right in the body, I don't know where this linear background gradient's coming from, but this could actually be making it look weird. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna replace it with this. So it might make it look a little bit brighter or anything. There you go. You
A
see
little
now
bit.
it's using the actual background I believe used by the portfolio.
Yeah.
So you can see the
Yeah.
outline of the
Yeah.
div
So
more.
let's create 2 more divs. Let's create 2 more divs. So we got this one div. Let's create 2 more divs with different colors now.
Sure.
All right. So this is that div right there. So the next one is going to be this one. Well, let me go and uncomment this out. Boom. This is gonna be this blue one right here, correct?
Yeah.
Right, Daniel? So we got this blue one now. Boom. And the next one for that one is going to be like, oh, look at, there we go. Look how all these colors are appearing.
Okay.
Boom. Command C. Boom. Another one here. So the third one is going to be which one? This purple.
Yeah. It's gonna be the purple one's to me like the best color. I like that one.
You think so?
Yeah, oh no, I like the purple.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it's starting to look better, bro. Ooh.
It's looking so much better.
I know, so much better. Okay.
Nice, love it.
So I'm liking this now. So we need to now like figure out a better way to position these guys, because these guys are positioned really horribly, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying, yeah.
So let's see, because like you see here, there you go. Oh, you see? It's all the way on the bottom. Usually you see how it's like. So we need to position them in the proper way. So we had these things that one top, left, right.
So we need to increase the height of the header. I feel like the header is just really small.
What do you mean? Of the whole header, you mean?
Yeah, like maybe give it like a max height, because like in the Figma design, I know it takes up a good chunk of like the visible viewport.
You mean min height, right? You mean min height?
Yeah, like a min height. Yeah, like a min height.
I mean, we can try that. We can try that here. We'll go here. Like if we do like a min height, like right there. You see?
Yeah.
Min
yeah.
height 500 pixels, or like even 600 pixels. You see?
Because in the Figma, when you do a preview, like a design preview, like as if you're like viewing the page, like as if it was already uploaded live.
Yeah.
The header with the banner takes up basically 100 like viewport, like so it takes up like pretty much the entire viewport.
Let's check it out here. I'll play.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, it does.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I feel like if we increase it to where it takes up even like 80% of the viewport,
it feels like almost the header is min height is 100 VH. Almost feels like.
Yeah, it could be like basically just the whole thing.
Yeah, like I feel like what we could do here, bro, is we can go to this header right here. I don't know if you can do in TailwindCSS. Can you do a calc function?
Calc, I haven't seen, but I'm sure you can.
No, you cannot. No. So you have to do like, let me see here. So this is the header, yeah? So let's go to the global CSS. And what we can do actually, in the global CSS, we can do the header.
Okay.
Boom. And then inside here, what we can do, we can say min height. Again, for now, we can always modify later on. We can say min height, and it will be calc 100 VH minus some kind of a padding, which could be like, I don't know, 50 pixels.
Okay.
So you'll see what I mean here in a second. So what happens is now if we reload this now.
We just need to apply. Did you already apply the class?
Oh, I did not apply the class. So we do the header. Sorry. So now I have to add a class inside here. So it's a header now. Boom. Save it.
There we go.
Nice.
That looks better.
So you see right there? So now it is. You see? See?
Sick. Okay.
So there we go.
And we
so
just now we gotta space out the content a little bit more cleaner.
You're right. So now this content. So now what we need to do, you need to space out these divs, because these divs, of course, are positioned in a weird way, as we can see here. I think for each one, like this green one, like we can make these position absolute.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, just use this. Look, you see?
You see that one is going to the left side now, and we can do. So you can see now.
I think
it's
the top properties.
Yeah. And I want to say here top. What? 30 pixels.
About 30. Try it out. See what it looks like.
No, more. Actually, it should be more.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that right there. Right?
There we go. Nice, that looks better. I think we move it to the left a little bit more, so we can specify the right and just push it away a little bit more.
Right is like what? 100 pixels as well, maybe? More?
That's good. Maybe a little bit more, but I think that's about right. I think
it needs to be a little bit larger too. Like believe we take this, remove that. You see how big it is?
Yeah.
It feels like it's almost like, percentage-wise, bro, it feels like it's almost like 40% of the whole thing.
For going percentage values?
Yeah, I feel like it's almost 40%.
A good 30 to 40%.
Yeah, let's make it like this. Look, what we can do is let's make this 40% here. So we can go to here. And I'm going to give this a width. Boom. You see that? You see how much larger it is now?
That looks good.
Yeah. There it is.
Okay,
that feels a little bit more, better, I feel like, no?
Me too. I think so, yeah.
So remember this. Top 100, right 100, width 40%. So let's add those in now. So inside here, width, how do I do? Is it just 40? Is it just like 40% like this, I believe, yeah?
Yeah. Do they provide a default class for that so you don't have to do that? But if not, that's fine too.
Wait, let's see here.
Okay, yeah, it definitely set to 40%. I think we just gotta reset our
Yeah, let's see here. No, there's no percentage base here, or is there? Actually, no, there is. There's 50% right here.
But that's if you want like that odd value. But yeah.
It's okay. We can still use that value if you want.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay,
cool. It's just that, and then we need to specify what the top was again. It was like about 100 pixels.
Yeah, absolute. It's gonna be absolute again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I believe the top was
like 100 pixels, I think, and then it was right 100 pixels.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Boom. Let's see here.
Nice.
Yeah, look, you're starting to see it. You're starting to see it right there. It's so
awesome.
light. This is a good song, by the way.
That's great.
Oh. Do you know what one of my biggest goals is? You know what I really want to do?
What?
I really want to go. I want to get Starlink. I have Starlink. My dad has Starlink. I want to go.
Oh, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go into the forest. Guys, what do you guys think about that? I'm just curious. Go into a forest, okay, where there's nobody there, and you do a live stream from the forest. Yeah. Your background is just a beautiful forest. It's a beautiful lake, literally, and you're sitting there, and you're outside, and you got Starlink because and then you have internet from Starlink. How dope would that be? Hit me down in the comments below if you want to see that from me, from us.
That'd be sick.
How cool would that be?
Yeah. I want to get to the point where I could travel and code, like just like travel to new places and code in crazy environments and
I mean, you
stuff.
could right now, technically. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, right. I need to get my passport, man. I need to get my passport.
Guys, this guy needs to get his passport. This guy's an American. He has no passport.
I know.
The most powerful passport in the world, and you don't have it.
Yeah. I know. You're telling me, man. I'm gonna get that figured out. This summer, it's gonna happen.
Get it figured out, man.
Cool shit.
All right, so there we go. So we got the green. Got the green. I'm liking this. Next one is gonna be this other one. So let's go ahead and now work with this one here. The
purple one. Just because it's gonna be in the way of the blue one. Yeah, it's gonna be in the way of the blue one. Cause it's purple. I feel like it's like in the position where the blue one needs to be. So.
Yeah. So let me see here. So
over.
it's this one. Is this the purple one or no?
I think it's the bottom one. That's the blue one that you're highlighting?
Yeah. That's this one right here. No, this is
the
blue
we need that.
one.
Yeah, that's the blue one. We need the purple one all the way over to the right. It's going to basically have the same right position, I think, as the green. But it's just going to be on the bottom.
Purple one is all the way in the end, pretty much.
Yeah. Just at the bottom.
So let's modify that one now.
Yeah.
Let's modify this purple one now.
Yeah.
Dude, if I can do this every day, I'll be so happy.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this a lot for sure.
So we're gonna set this position absolute as well. Ooh, look at this beauty, bro.
It's looking good.
Ooh, 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 ooh. So we'll do bottom. 0. So I'm actually gonna put this at the bottom. Wait, why is it not at the bottom here? What is it doing there still?
Let me see. Wait, I think it's because I think a top there's a top property on it. Do you see it? Top -5.
Where?
Look right there. Get rid of that.
Oh, so screw that top one. There we. Ooh. So there we go now. So I would say bottom is more like 100 pixels as well, actually. Hey, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah. And then
the
right,
looks good.
Yeah. It's like 50 pixels.
Yeah.
There we go. How does that look like?
Let me see. Not bad. Not bad.
And of course, we can modify the blur. I think we need to modify the blur a little bit here. It's okay.
Do we need to add that blur I had earlier?
Yeah,
I think it just helped hide it.
Yeah.
We'll do that after you change the properties. And then...
So I think I need to remove this top as well. I just realized this.
Yeah, remove that, and then just Oh wait, I think that was the top one. That was the top one.
I know, because that was also bad.
Oh, just where it was placed?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
There we go. So for this one, also absolute position. Salute. It's gonna be not top. There's no top here. Instead, this is gonna be bottom. What is it? 100 pixels, we said? Right?
Okay, so I think this is the blue one. You're modifying the blue one.
Damn it, Daniel. What you doing to me, Daniel? Bottom.
then right 50 pixels.
Yeah. So that one, the pro one, now it's gonna be a right. 50 pixels. Oh, not equal. Right? 50 pixels. Alright, let's check this out now. Refresh. Oh, okay. I'm liking this. Now we need to modify this. Now we need to modify this blue one. Yeah.
Yep.
I think another thing we need to add is like that, like this stroke, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be very useful. I feel like no.
Oh yeah, because if I just realized if we could use that stroke property and we could just apply it to the image, oh my god, and it adds that cool gray border, that'd be awesome.
Left. So now we say left here. I believe this one is left.
Okay. Okay, once you're done doing that, I'll modify the blur and increase it a bit, and then we can see what it looks like. Let's see though.
There it is. Not too bad.
Dude, that looks not bad at all. This looks awesome.
Not too bad.
So what I'll do now is I'll add that blur we had earlier and see. Let's see what it looks like if it blurs it out a little more.
Ah, there we go. You see? I did blur more.
Nice. That looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go and add that stroke, bro. Let's add that beautiful stroke.
Let's do it. I believe we would we add it to header background, or does Tailwind have a property for that? Because that'd be cool if Tailwind had a property.
Are you saying the stroke for the actual clip path?
Yes. I don't know. Actually, how would we add the stroke? I feel like it's a CSS property, because it is an available CSS property.
I don't know. Let me see. Add stroke to clip. I believe maybe it's just a border.
If you apply a border, the clip path will cut it out. You know, like how we've had the issue before with like perspective. Yeah, it's just gonna cut it out.
No, adding a border will not work. Someone asks, are you going to implement the entire website or just the front end part? Well, the goal is to implement the entire website, guys. So yeah, the entire website is pretty much the front end, yes. So like,
yeah, there's no back end.
This kind of stuff is all front end. This kind of stuff is all front end. What we can do is we can use Firebase actually, or database to for example, database like Firebase to actually get this type of data, which I think could be fairly useful. Which could
that'd be cool.
Yeah, which could include some, like, for example, background, including this one. For example, this could be like a data that we have in a database that's also saved in the database that we just pull in from the front end. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And the contact form. So at the bottom with the contact form, when you'd actually send in the email, we might be using Node Mailer, so there could be some more inside stuff. So yeah, there's gonna be a little bit more than
the goal is to make everything functional, including these things right here. Like, for example, when you hover, or like as you move around with your mouse, these things will move around with your mouse. As you, for example, you can actually interact with these things as well, and interact with the actual, these things too. And then you can interact with, the goal is to pretty much have this all be interactive. So the goal is for it to fully function in a way where you would actually upload this directly to your portfolio and have this be used as your own portfolio. So there you go.
Yeah. Exactly.
So hopefully that answered your question. Pretty much. That's our goal. So let's go and apply that stroke. I don't know how to apply that stroke. I think that stroke is going to be another like. Oh, so you want to? So they say you want to apply the same clip path on a container element. Background will look as though it is a border. So you're basically applying two backgrounds, bro. That's how you do it. Look.
Okay, here we go. The dilate, I think, is the dilate shape is what gives it that green background.
What do you mean by that?
Oh. Okay. Let me see. Wait, this is crazy. Wait. Dilate. G. Or the pseudo before also would work as well.
Yeah, we could do before as well. Yeah. So before we do content. But before, so then you want to apply the same clip path, is that right?
I believe so, yeah. You want the same clip path, and then you would add border to that before element to like add spacing between the actual stuff we see and the gray outline. Is what I would assume. And all you would do is make that background a gray color.
Yeah, because I imagine, like, see, if I remove this, let's see here. See right there. So that's that border with a blur.
Yeah.
Boom. That has a stroke. I mean, it does have a stroke though, with a background blur. The problem is that like I don't want to put up a like if we do the border section. That's weird, man. How do we do that, huh?
Yeah, right.
Let's see. So I have a clip path here.
So, creating the shape, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The CSS border property, that's a fail, of course.
Yep.
Yep. That's what you get. Simulating the border is success. And since the built-in CSS border part is not enough, we can instead simulate the border by layering two parallelograms on top of each other, one slightly smaller.
Yeah. So what we could do is we can wrap the div that has the clip path already applied, potentially. Apply the same clip path to it, just give it a different background color. And we just add some padding to it, so you could actually imitate a border.
So you just you're creating one on top of each other, basically, is what you're doing.
Yeah. So we're gonna take the one that we have, and we would place it on top of that one. So we, if that makes sense. So that's how thinking about it. So we'd actually create a wrapper component, a div that wraps this one. Apply that same clip path to it, and then just instead of using our BG banner color, we use that gray for pretending to make the stroke color. Because that's how I would think of one way to approach it. There's so many solutions to like everything that we want to do. That's my thought. I don't know if there's any issues.
Let's try this, because I think you have to make it a little bit bigger. So
yeah, and then you just add padding to it.
Yeah, so you do have
to
make
see
it
that
a little,
gray.
Yeah, you have to make it a little bit bigger, honestly.
Yeah.
See that border right there? That's what we're trying to get here, guys. This border.
Yeah, that border.
And look, this border is even fucking following the actual thing.
Exactly.
The colors as well. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
I don't think the colors is as...
Actually, I got an idea. Can I let me...
Yeah.
Okay, I have this idea here. So if I set this to be yellow... Crazy.
Okay.
Let's see. What happens? Okay, so okay, I'm starting to understand this. So here's what we can do, bro. Okay, ready for this? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna copy this again. 2 times.
Oh, are we gonna use this?
Now we have 2 of these basically. This is gonna be a red.
Oh, that it's gonna be red. Okay.
Again, I'm just doing this for purpose of like.
Okay.
This red. Right. I want to make this one a little bit bigger. So the question is, how do I make this one a little bit bigger? Where, yeah, of course.
Oh, we're duplicating it so it applies those gradients to the gray outline.
You see what I mean? So it's actually starting to apply it. You see? So that's what I'm trying to figure out, is how do you not get it to apply?
It's a battle of which one has a lower Z index.
Oh, look
the place
at this shit.
which
That's crazy.
was weird. Yeah, you can do some crazy stuff with this.
Yeah. So then, like, I believe we don't need this part, for example. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness. So then we have, but how do I make this clip path to be a little bit larger? You know what I mean? Like I want to clip this clip path, so like,
I mean, we could make the container itself a little bit larger, and the clip path will go along with the size of the container.
You think so?
I mean, it's all about just like experimenting with this and seeing what we can find. I feel like, cause the div's a little bit bigger.
I mean, I guess you're right. We can do like top, not 0, but top -2, let's just say. I mean, crazy idea, right?
Or we could make it easier is we could actually make the layer that's supposed to be on top, we'd actually increase the top of that one. So we could make the one with the gray outline look bigger, even though it's just top -0.
Let me see.
Okay.
I don't know if this is possible or not.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, look, it's starting
No
to.
way. Oh, no way.
Oh, my man. Look.
That's sick.
Do you see?
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely working. So maybe
This
we
is
could
not
change
perfect
it?
though. I will say this is not perfect.
Yeah. It's not.
Like there's I think
Or
we need to figure out a better way of doing this.
yeah, for sure.
There it is. There's a border.
Yeah, it's not bad. On some of the edges, it's not perfect, but
No, it's not. It's like, yeah, here, see? Hmm. So, okay, what is the color of the border? Do you know?
No,
That's,
I haven't, but I can check the Figma.
I think it's this one right here.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Then I think we just click on the color and you could grab it.
Well, how do I get the color though?
Right there, right there. Click on that. You were just click.
Oh, it's
There
just
we go.
FF. So
Wait, no, there's no way.
it's white
just
color.
white.
It's white color with
Oh
30%
no.
gradient.
Oh, okay. So it's an opacity of
Yeah,
30%.
see, 30. So it's RGBA.
Okay.
So it's RGBA. White color is 255, right?
255 all the way across, and then you put 0.3, I think, for like 30% equivalent.
Yeah. So
Okay, so for RGBA, you can't. So you know how you use the bracket to like pass the custom color?
Yeah.
You have for RGBA, you actually have to add that to the Tailwind config because for some reason it doesn't work well with RGBA
Yeah.
as a custom value.
No, that makes
Right
sense.
there.
That makes sense
Yeah.
though. So we need to create a custom RGBA inside
Yeah, what you just do in
the config.
Tailwind. Yeah, which is gonna be under colors because it's just a color we're adding.
So BG.
And then, yeah, you
BG
could.
border.
Yeah, BG border. Or
RGBA.
even I'd say banner border. I'd say banner border maybe.
Banner border.
For
Yeah,
the
makes
name.
sense.
Yeah.
And the color was the full color on Figma. Yeah. So yeah, I know, Yvonne. I mean, let's see what happens here. So, because there's a lot of like questionable things here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that. So banner border is the name of this. Yeah.
Yeah, banner border. And then when you go back to, I think it's the header. And when you go to add the class, it will automatically recognize it as a color. Yeah, just like that. You see, it like auto creates the preview for the color too, so you know it's working.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we gotta figure out a better way of doing this because this is a weird. You see how like when it gets small, you see how weird this gets.
Yeah, I think one problem. Oh wait, no, maybe there's no problem because I think you still have the BG color on that other div.
Yeah, it's
well.
because of that. That's because I think the BG. What was the BG color of this one?
The top one, it was BG banner, or yeah, BG banner color, I think it was. That's the top layer. Okay.
You see,
Is it applying that?
this is what I was afraid of, actually. You see, I was afraid of
Is it like?
Because think about it, the gray is behind this.
Is it like layering colors right now?
It's no look. So look, the gray, which gives off this border, right? Which you can kind of see it right there, right? It's kind of like right there. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Actually. No.
That looks way better. Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, cause like it was like applying like, cause I think the blur makes it a little bit more like see-through, or I don't know what it is, but like the background color of the one behind it was like amplifying the one on top, and it just looked really bad.
Yeah. It's still not perfect though. I mean, well, it's kind of there.
This is a good, I mean, we've made good progress, I think. It's just adjustments that need to be made.
Let's compare to the actual thing though. You see, the actual thing is not that dark, that gray though. That's my only issue with this.
Yeah. It's because we need to use like before, because I think before it won't apply it the way it is.
I mean, here, I'll fucking do before. Before is the same thing as just putting this. Here, I'll do before. Before is the same thing.
Oh, well, yeah, but okay.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
as just
before
doing
I know
this.
it's just placing it at top. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, this is the same.
Which is
what it
true.
does. Nothing special about that.
Yeah.
Even if I do like black, what I don't understand though is why. Let's see. Oh, actually, that's better.
It's better, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Actually, that's not bad.
No?
That looks pretty good.
It looks much better than before. Like, we still don't see that border in some shapes. You see that right there?
I think it's just if we adjust the top one, if we adjust its positioning, it might help clean up the blocked out corners, potentially.
Dude, how are they getting this thing working? That's
Designing
crazy.
is simple, like, because you get all the tools that do it for you, but like actually trying to translate that into like workable CSS and HTML, it's just that much more difficult.
Oh my goodness. I think the answer, honestly, here, bro, is we need to like, yeah.
What do you think we need to do?
Yeah, because I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, I think we need to convert this into an actual proper SVG clip path. I don't think it's gonna be usable. I mean, because think about this here, as it goes smaller, you see how weird this looks.
Because in the
like this.
when we first started playing with the SVG,
Yeah.
there was two paths. One of the paths had a stroke on it, which is that gray border.
You think so? That's
I
you
feel
think
like
it's
if
the
we
one?
I think if we redo it again, but we actually use both paths inside of the clip path, I think it will help clean this up. And we won't need to do all this extra shit we're doing right now. Especially with adding, like, re-adding in, like, the blur behind it with everything and just duplicating everything.
Yeah.
So I think we redo the clip path and we include the other path that we forgot. I think it'll help.
But how is it gonna convert two paths? Like,
no, you just do one at a time.
Oh, so you want to do two paths? Because one path you're saying is the border, the other one is the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see. That's my thought.
I mean, let's see. I mean, here we can test this out really quickly here. I can do open this in text edit.
Excellent. Sick. Okay. See how there's two paths? So the first path is the one that we use. The second path is, if you've noticed at the bottom,
This
there's a
one right
stroke
here.
opacity.
Yeah.
And that one. But I know it's a clip path though, so I don't know if it'll include the colors, but I'm sure
It does
we
have
could
the
play
colors.
around
Look,
with
you see this colors right here? Paint linear.
I think that's the filter under it. So you know what? We could do it, I think.
Bro, here. Let's maybe take this path. Let's take that path, and then let's see if we convert this path right here.
Yeah, what does a preview look like for that?
I mean, it still looks normal.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah, it still looks normal.
We would just so we would use that same path, and I think we would just replace the current values with
Why is this in front of me? That's so funny.
So all we need is the entire path. I don't think we need all the SUG clip path stuff.
Let's see here. Well, what I'm just gonna do is gonna take this right here. So the one that has the background, right, is this one right now, right here, right?
Yeah. Yes. Did you remove the other one we just used?
Oops. What happened?
There we go.
I have to take this.
You
one,
would just
right?
add.
Yeah,
you would just
right?
add the path. You wouldn't. Yeah, you would just add the path.
Let's take the path here then. I can't see the path. It's fucking blocking.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Let's take the clip path then. We'll just take this.
And we'll just clean it up. Yeah, just do that. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, I wonder why it's doing that. I think you removed the other path that we had. Because I think we should have.
Look.
We shouldn't have both paths?
Yeah, we should have both paths.
Okay.
One for the background, one for the border.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? We would just add that path to the clip on top. Or we're keeping them separate?
Wait. See? No.
I know the paths are separate. That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I think they're just the same paths. That's the thing.
Yeah. And then one thing I want to add.
The biggest thing to figure out is how to create. Like, how do you create that specific, border in the background? I think that's one of the more difficult things here that we need to figure out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think... Let's go back to here. Are you trying to put two paths together now?
Yeah, but I don't think it'll work because it's
no,
only
bro.
a clip path.
No, it's not. It's not.
But I think there's a way of adding this. Okay, let me go back to header.
This is a hat scratcher, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, this song is so perfect for this right now.
It is. It's so suspenseful.
Someone said try adding a lot of padding to the second clip path. Yeah, we can do that. That's what we're trying to do here. So technically, like, that's what we're trying to do here with this top. Like, if I do top here 2 pixels, let's just say, that's the same thing as doing like adding padding. So left 2 pixels. Again, same thing as adding padding, especially since we're using position absolutes. Oh, look. Well, it's kind of there. Look.
Let's see. Better? Yeah, for sure. It's a lot better.
It's kind of there, you know. How does this all work, bro?
I'm messing ChatGPT.
This is such a head scratcher.
I could comment that one out for now. Let me see.
On top of that, like the way they have it is so clean here. You see? Like it even fades into the thing, you know?
Nope.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait.
What?
I think I got an idea here, actually. Bro. I think I got an idea, okay?
What's up?
I think I got an idea. So the logic we have to think about, it's actually the same logic we have to apply as this button.
That's what I was trying to do too.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's what Chat. Well, actually, no. We just may have to adjust some things around because, like, I feel like this duplicate one is just like it's just confusing. So I feel like
no, you still. I think you still have to have a duplicate though. That's still fine. I think duplicate is okay. Honestly. I think, okay? Hear me out on this, okay? Oh. Here. Let me see here. That's so weird. Dude, it's hard to do because in design this is so much easier to do than it is in fucking what are they doing inside here? Like, bro. What if I like okay, weird thinking here. So he said make a border a gradient. Well, to make a border a gradient, like the problem with making a border gradient, then it's not going to be, you see how this flows so well with this? That's kind of the issue here. So it's not just the fact that it's a gradient, the fact that it kind of has to work together so very well. I mean, it's a good suggestion. Let's see BG back on this one. No. Not what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, nah, I screwed up on this one. No. We might have to leave off the border for now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could leave out the border for now. Yeah. Oh.
Cause I'm like, I don't know. I generally don't know. Like,
Why is it that you comment these videos on
do you have any suggestions there? Let's see here.
No, I've been trying to think about it too because this is interesting.
So let's see. Let me do Command Z on this one. Let's see here. No.
I mean, highlighting the code. I'll stop doing that.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, let's stick with this for now. Okay. What do you think? Let's stick with this for now. Daniel.
I think it's good, yeah.
Yeah, and then we can find a way to create a border later on here in a second, I think. Right now, we just want to make it so that, yeah. Like, because there's a few things we want to create. We want to make it so that, one, it actually properly creates that border. I think we need to create a new way to create this clip path. Honestly. Right here. And then kind of go from there. I think right now, let's maybe try to actually make these a little bit larger so they kind of are pushed to the bottom. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think so too.
Yeah. Let's do that right now.
For sure.
Yeah. So so this is all the way at the bottom, looks like. So we need to make this one take up as much space as it possibly can. So we can actually do a flex box on this thing, I believe. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's put a flex box on this thing. So we got the header nav, we got the header banner. I like to do this to inside like this. This is my easier way of doing this here on the right side like this. It's just for me, it's just simpler. Inspect. Boom. 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 So there we have that. There's our top section. There's our middle section, and then there's our bottom section.
Yep.
Boom. Right there. And I believe is this display flex direction grow?
I don't think so.
No. So we can actually do display flex on here.
Yeah,
I believe flex direction column. No, maybe it is already column. Right there. Let's see. Boom. Boom. So this one we do flex direction grow. Flex grow 1. 1. Oh, what the hell? Flex grow. Grow, grow, grow. It's obviously not growing. I think it's because there's a flag spaces that we need to fix. Let me see here.
Yeah, it's fixed. Why am I still highlighting God?
Yeah, so let's do that. So we have the so this header needs to be a flex.
Hmm.
Hey, now it's good.
Sick.
Column.
Sweet to my face.
Flex direction. Yeah, flex dash call, right?
Mhm.
Flex dash call. Okay. So now if we refresh this, there we go. This looks better. And let's go ahead and make the middle portion grow as much as it possibly could. So this is how you actually push things to the bottom of your div, whatever you want to call it. If you use flex direction grow. So for example, we know this banner is the one that needs to grow. So if we go to the header banner, I'm gonna say here, like flex. How do I say flex grow on this one? Let's see.
I forget that one.
Yeah, it's just grow. Literally just says grow. So we say grow. There we go. Refresh that and let's see now. Hey, you see? Now getting touches the
Nice,
bottom.
yeah.
You see?
That's sick. Okay, cool. I love it. Love it.
And so now what you can do is now, because this one has grown a lot, right there. So you see right here, let me go and show it to you. So this one is the top, that's the middle. You see it grew fully. We can make this one to be now display flex and make this one to be a line item center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for the container with the text and
yeah. So I believe it's like this is flex direction column. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, for everything. Yeah, for the header, the main header has flex and it's flex
so this
column.
will be items center. Boom. Now watch. Hey, let's go see.
Nice. That looks good. Yeah.
Now, of course, this is gonna be a little bit different now, but on here, there's a kind of like almost like a margin. I don't know what that margin is between the left and the right section. Do you see?
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah.
I feel like it's like a margin 0, a margin left.
ML, yeah, and then you could just apply a value to it, yeah.
Yeah,
To
so
the
maybe like,
I think the main container, yeah.
So margin left. Margin left dash what, 5?
Yeah, that's a good number. It's about 20 pixels.
More,
so you could do like about maybe like 7,
10.
8, or 10, shit.
It just makes sense. Yeah,
No,
there you go.
It does.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's good. I like it. I like it a lot.
But one thing, yeah,
That's
so
solid.
margin 10. Okay. Now, this button needs to be better as well, because I feel like this button.
Of course.
Yeah, so you see like it's going to be really difficult for us to really figure out like this width for it to be in between these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Daniel.
I mean, we got the big one.
Yeah. So I think for now, let's just do like a margin left then.
Yeah, margin
on that
left.
button. Someone said press the control command. Let's see here. Yeah,
Was
there's a
this
way
true?
there's a way where actually it will tell you the I remember did this as
Yeah.
well.
You just, I think, yeah. You press either Option or Command, and you highlight the thing
Ah,
that you
right
want to
there.
see the
See?
space between.
Right there.
Yeah.
So it says 70 pixels right there. Thanks for that.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. There we go.
Nice.
So for the actual button, like I believe, it's 170 pixels for this one. So of course we need to play around with this, of course.
Mhm.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's see the header CTA. Margin left, right? So we say class name.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Or actually, would it be inside here on the button itself? I think it would be in the button itself, right?
Yeah, the button or the div. I think either or.
Let's try the 10 for now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely not perfect the way it should be, though. That's 10. So I think in order to fit it into here, like in order to fit it into here,
Maybe. To get
It's
the
like
most responsive value, you'd use like percentage.
yeah. But you see, like that's the problem. The problem with us not doing our own clip path, we don't know how this is gonna react. So that's why I keep going back to we're gonna have to create our own clip path with rounded corners. As much as you hate me saying that. Like, think about this, bro.
We could try, but I don't know how possible.
How are we going to predict what this is?
Yeah. Mhm.
But if we create our own clip path, we can set that to be like, okay, well, 50%, 30%, right? We can set that up by ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the maximum margin left? Do you know? Just gonna do like this. Margin left with pixel here. Margin left 160 pixels. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Non-centers somewhere.
Nice.
Somehow, look at that. You can actually make this button a little bit larger, I feel like now.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Let's make this text bigger.
Mhm.
Hey, let's go.
Nice.
Make this extra large. You see how it's starting to fit that little arrow box?
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So there's our get in touch. So there you go. I mean, for today, not so bad, no?
No, not at all. I think this is good. This is solid.
I think I wanna push this out 10 margin left 10 as well, actually. See this
Yeah, for sure.
right there?
Just another level. Yeah, not the same amount of. Mhm.
No? Yeah?
I said yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Let's do the header nav. Actually, this would be it'd be padding left, I think. Padding left dash maybe 8. Let's see. Because it needs to be in the same. Let's see. Oh, it's too much, you see. Maybe 7
Mhm.
or 6. See now? Still too much, no? Heading left 5. Oh, come on. That's looking good. That's looking much better.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. I think
Yeah,
for today, well, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Now it feels like actually this text needs to be even larger. It feels like now to me.
Yeah. Maybe it's just because we just weren't sizing certain things right.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Nah, but this is looking pretty good so far. For today, what we did today.
Yeah,
I
it looks
think
great.
our
Yeah.
goal for next is need to figure out the proper, like how to properly actually create this structure. So it actually
for
looks
sure.
good. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like how do you create rounded paths?
There's no really direct way. It's a lot of just kind of like, just, I don't know how you would call them, kind of methods.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Someone said. Look, you see, I mean, these guys are doing it. Look at this. Look at this path.
Uh-huh.
So like
Okay.
this tells me that there's hope.
As I know they definitely use SVG stuff here as well, but yeah. Where's the clip path? Like, where are they actually creating the first clip path and then applying the things to make them rounded is my question. Because all they're showing is the clip path. Like, I want to see where they actually do the clip path.
I believe it's here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Don't ask.
Well, there's a circle right there.
Yeah, maybe.
But then there's this too. Do you see?
Yeah, no, I see.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, these guys are doing some weird shit. Look.
I mean, we could the model out their code. Like, but I think these create very specific shapes.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if we could still use kind of
their thing and create our own shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
SVGs are complex, but once you
Yeah,
figure them
clip
out,
paths are
like, you create some
complex,
cool
guys.
stuff.
Especially if you try to create a border on this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is funny, man. What do we get ourselves into?
But it's cool though. Once you kind of like learn how to build.
Let's
these
go.
things.
Yeah, let's use this online tool. Let's see what can we do here. Well, so as you notice here that we have this top section. That's the complete opposite of what we want. You know? Right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, no.
We'll figure this out.
Hold on. I'm just so invested into this. Hold on. So it'll be at the top. This one's doing like under. Oh, dude, there's a border for you. There's a border for you, by the way.
Ooh.
They're masking it.
Mm-hmm. So what would we use our SVG and use a mask with it or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
That's just good. Yeah.
Like, let me see if I remove. Look at the number here.
It's true. It is a border.
There's a mask
And
here.
instead of a gradient, we would apply the S. Yes, I think you use URL and pass in, I think, an SVG as a mask. So we could do something along those lines for the border, and then we could figure out how to like fully custom code the shape.
Radial gradient.
They're using gradient, but I believe you can use a mask with like SVG, like path.
Yeah. I think we need to figure out what the hell this mask, like how to create this shape first.
But definitely.
Creating round paths. Yeah, they're all talking about radial gradient stuff.
But radial gradient shouldn't be the only option.
No. This shit's complicated.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like, is there another way to do this?
Just gotta research it, ChatGPT to help figure it out, and then yeah, I think we'll figure it out.
Okay, hold on. Let's ask ChatGPT actually. I'm just curious here now. I'm like, ChatGPT, we got this path. How do we make a path? Let me see. ChatGPT. How to create a clip path with rounded corners. What? How is this a rounded clip path?
I don't see it.
That's not rounded, no?
We paste it somewhere to see even.
I think this. I mean, of course we can. We can just simply go to like stack blitz. No, not stack blitz. What's the other one? Create a new code sandbox here. New sandbox.
Yep.
Just vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
So we take this rounded corners. I really doubt this is rounded, man. I think it.
I don't think it's rounded either.
I really don't think so.
It's because of some JavaScript that got broken.
I know. Style the CSS. Shh. Man, don't screw with us.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Kill these guys real quick. Oh.
does that look
She's
rounded to
tripping.
you?
It's not.
That's not rounded.
No. Tell her
Bro.
she's a liar. Okay.
Bro, that's not rounded.
I just did.
You have to use
Oh.
inset. But how do you apply that with the clip path?
Hold on, let's try this.
How?
Oh, you just replace that.
Oh, wow.
Here's a bit.
Wait, but
Yeah.
so maybe there's a way. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold on. Hold on. Because I think I understand it now. Daniel,
When you're up.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're tired, but hold on. Like, I think we can make it happen where, because I think these represent the, look,
You're there for sure.
0, 0, 0. These are the same. Let's see. How does inset work? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Create an inset clip path with rounded corners. Distance from the top edge of the
Yeah.
element.
Yeah, I don't think you can specify it.
Can I specify more points?
Maybe looking in two different directions. They're planning something.
How can I combine? Complex structure.
This is.
Oh, you can use polygon with inset functionality. Look.
How does that look? Because I wonder if inset just still applies to the four corners.
You think so?
Yeah, guys. 20% from the left edge, 50% from the top edge. Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe it could be wrong, but
Let's change this color to be like red.
110 points.
yeah, it's hard to see. It should just be the red. You don't need the hashtag.
Alright, I forget, sorry. Okay.
That's your 3K.
Let's data GPT add more points to clip path.
My god, that is racist. You were racist the past 2 days.
Don't forget to use inset as well.
To be fair, COD turns
Hold on,
everyone
I hear
racist
the
no
background
matter
noise. Is
how-
your thing working by the way, bro?
no matter how.
Yes,
I hear
It
the
is you,
background
so
noise a
you-
lot again. For
you'll
some reason.
bring it
it's working though.
That's so weird. I hear the background noise again.
guard, though.
Let's see.
Bro.
What the hell is it doing? 50%? What's the thing is it giving me? It's still giving me a square.
Because the points could be there, but the points just may not be. I don't know, like in a
Well,
in
because
the
I mean
correct
here, so
places.
this is 0, 0. Then you have 50%. So this is 0, 0. This can actually be
You could probably use a clip path from perspective.
do like let's do 10%. Look, 10%. 10%. Right? 10% 0. Then you have, this is X, that's Y, right? XY. I keep forgetting XY, right? That's X, that's Y. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
What? You're fine.
How is this working?
Windows Y.
How is this even working? I don't
That's what we
understand
would
this.
call it
This
now.
is like 10%. It's just constantly just give me one thing. Make it into a triangle.
You could use probably perspective shape just so we have something potentially that we know would work.
With inset. Okay, let's see. Bro, nothing's happening. What's going on? Ah, there it is. Hold on. The thing wasn't pacing correctly. Is that because the inset is what makes it like that?
Potentially.
Yeah. Ah, because the border radius. Let's see, inset. No, this does not work.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible to combine the two.
No.
Yeah, it says, or maybe they could, but there's, I'm trying to look through docs and stuff, and I think there's separate clip path functions. Like inset and polygon are two separate just clip path functions.
Okay, well, I'll have to go do some research and then come back in that case. Yeah. Oh man, this is a tough one, huh?
Tough, but a good challenge.
I thought 3D was gonna be the challenge.
Well, they're both gonna be challenges, but I know we'll get it figured out.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, guys. Great stuff as always. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Love you all. Have a great day.